Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Owlet. I'm Joe Razor, joined here by Forte, and we're bringing you a very exciting match in the losers bracket of the playoffs in between the Council of Anime Girls and Monarchy.
Yeah, the Council of Anime Girls just had their upper bracket run ended last week by none other than Meowegian. So, surprising everyone, honestly. Koak went down in a 3-0 sweep by the hands of Meowegian. I casted that game personally alongside my good friend Britta, and a few things I remember from that game were some weird compositional choices on the side of Coag. Hopefully they took the last week to patch some of those things up and fix around some of their compositions and the heroes they're going to be taking, because it seems like they might need it for this match today.
Yeah, but you move over to how these teams ultimately got here is after they got knocked down. Monarchy got knocked down very early in a very close match to Blues Clues Bandits that I got to personally cast a full 5 mapper, where but down in lower bracket they managed to get a 3-0 win over Barbecue Dads, and that puts them in a good spot where they are able to move forward into the playoffs here, and now go up against the number 1 seeded Coag. So this is some really good stuff. Forte's having a bit of technical difficulties, but yeah. So coming into this match, though, Coag should be favorited, but I think people are going to start to underestimate Coag due to some of their poor play recently, I guess you could say. I mean, having a horrible loss like Forte mentioned a bit ago to Meowegian in one of the biggest upset of the season, and now they this first game since that loss, right? They got the first round bye because they were the first seed, but now they're having their second game of the season, and it's second game of the playoffs, excuse me. And now they really need to turn up here against a Monarchy that's looked very, very good. I mean, you go back and look at the wins and the losses they've gotten. I mean, barely lost to Blues Clues, one of the closest games of the playoffs, and then winning out against Barbecue Dads. And while Barbecue Dads isn't the best team, it still shows that they have some fight in them.
All right, it seems I am back. Hopefully my mic is better now. I'm just going to test. All right, sounds good. Alrighty, yeah, so this game against Coag and Monarchy, as Joe Razor said, it is on paper favored for Coag. After last week, I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Coag have a very tough time here ahead of them. But they should be favored, like we mentioned. And for everybody home, this is our only match of the night, so stick around. You have no reason to leave. It's not like you got another match to watch. It's only this one. But yeah, so winner of this will go on to face SpongeBob Mac and Cheese. But to get there, they have to take this match. And now we're going to be heading to our first map, Fleashing Tower.
Alrighty, we got a little bit until the compositions are chosen. What are you expecting out of each of these teams, Joe Razor?
I genuinely don't know. The meta's is wildly all over the place. You see balls still getting played sometimes. You see some dive as well, like your more traditional dive. You see a lot of Reinhardt, but one character that I think we will consistently see is the McCree. You can see they're hovering over it right now. The McCree has just a lot of very good consistent damage, but it also allows you to burst down squishies very easily if they get in close range with your flashbang and fan the hammer. It also allows you to shut down another very potent hero in the Tracer. I mean, McCree is ranked favorite Tracer counter, and so it really allows you to get some good work. But now we're gonna see them come out. We're gonna have a Ryan Diva coming out from the side of Coag.
Very different compositions coming out here from each side. We have a rush composition coming out from Koag versus the double bubble from Monarchy. Fights breaking out on the point. It's not going to unlock yet for another 12 seconds. Winston goes in with the bubble. Both bubbles are now down. Echo going in as well. Immortality Field's out, but there go two. Monarchy manages to get the first 2 picks despite the Immortality Field coming out. It looks like they're going to get the first cap here. There goes Mushroom. There goes Diva's mech. And it seems like Monarchy will just get the first fight for relatively free.
Yeah, it's a beautiful work there. You saw Bob Guy go around the side there, and like I said, McCree, Rank's favorite tracer counter, does a great job. Flashback, 1 shot to the head, takes him out. But then you saw the big pick was Reed. He tried to go in aggressive, but it's a really great target focus for basically 5 of the 6 players from Monarchy to burn him down, get the pick, and the Immortality Field was just a bit too late to keep him up.
Yeah, speaking of the Tracer counter, he's gone over. Bob Guy's gone over and swapped over to that Reaper. So this is still a rush composition from Koag. They're going to try to make it work. High noon out from Dr. Tepper. Koag will just disengage, wait it out. There's no need to rush in. Now it's time to go. They push towards the point now. Reinhardt's shield is already sort of low. Amplification Matrix goes in and Sintra just jumps into the Amplification Matrix and gets deleted. This should be a free fight now with both the tank line down for Monarchy. I don't know what Sintra was thinking there, but there's the point flip, and this should just be cleaned up very soon.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward fight there. You saw the Amp Matrix get thrown down, Fire Strike came through right on the back of it, and for some reason, like you mentioned, Sintra just dove in right in front of the Amp Matrix, takes a lot of burst damage. That Fire Strike does 200 damage through that Amp Matrix, and then there was just a lot of good fire coming in from other places to take him down.
Alright, Nano goes out onto the Reinhardt duplicate as well. There goes the self-destruct, does not catch onto anyone. High noon out from Hawk, doesn't catch onto anyone. It's mirrored by Dr. Pepper on the side of Monarchy. It's still out, does not catch onto anyone. There's traded Sintra for Y. Grab comes out from Monarchy. Koag responds with the Amp Matrix. It seems like this fight is still going on, but the point's still in control for Koag here. They're building up percent. Immortality Field, second one of the fight, now down, instantly gone. Another trade on the DPS. This is very close here. Reed charges into the back, gets away, and this seems like this will be... This fight's still going somehow. Reed swinging away, he gets antied, he has to back up, his team has to feel for him. Reed is not in danger yet, he's just swinging into that tank line. Sintra, again, goes down, doesn't take the opportunity to leap out, despite him being low on health. Dr. Tepper, though, however, takes some pressure off and gets a pick onto Bob Guy, but it seems like their Monarchy... Oh, what a massive anti! He gets a 3-man off onto Koag there. No follow-up? Nope, never mind. There goes Reed. There's the third Immortality Field down now. There's the self-destruct from the Echo. Catches onto Y. This is going to be a point flip eventually once the staggers are gone for Monarchy.
That was super sloppy for Monarchy. They should have had that way sooner. They went in quickly, got an opening pick. There was an Amp Matrix from Clowncat, who's built up 3 Amp Matrixes in less than a minute here, so great work by him. But they went in and they just didn't take aggression. They lost their Zarya pretty early on, but they still started taking the aggression. They had a player advantage even after the Zarya going down. The other team is weak on utility and weak on players as well, so that's when they should have gone in and committed and trying to take the fight quicker, but instead they allowed Koag to build up percentage and some more ultimates.
Speaking of ultimates, this fight's going to get messy. You got 10 online and the rally's coming out as well. That's a massive 4-man biomade onto Koag. The Immortality Field can't save them. The beat is too late to save Clowncat. However, it seems like Koag's still making this work. The DPS line take out 2, but Reed is traded onto the side of Monarchy. It seems like Koag is now somehow falling, but Tokyo's traded out. It seems like this is going to be very... Hawk manages to close out the point, potentially, but now we get into overtime. The overtime stall's coming out. We have Reed on the Wrecking Ball. He's going to be able to stall this point for some time now. However, the grab comes out onto Y. He fails to eat it. Mushroom is not an LOS of the Immortality Field, so he dies. He goes down. Y is forced to use self-destruct to remake. It catches onto Sintra somehow. That was a remake bomb, and it got him. Anyway, this fight's still going on. It seems like Monarchy might be able to come out on top with those 2 picks. There's the there's the focusing beam onto Y, and it seems like after Mushroom falls, this should be the round going over to Monarchy.
Monarchy should have never won that round. That was some very sloppy play from Coag, especially in that final fight there. You saw them kind of push onto the point, try to take base, and they did. They won the fight, all right? They won the initial fight, and then they just apparently can't kill the Tracer. They let the Tracer stall for way too long and allows players to come back. Ultimates were also available for Monarchy, so they were able to utilize those ults. Take it. The fight, the engagements from Coag are fine. They're doing well in the mid fight, and then towards the end of the fights, they just kind of get sloppy. I think they need to fix that.
I think one key adjustment here for this map is going to be Bob Guy onto that Mei. I think that'll allow for a lot, much cleaner engages.
Yeah, as we're coming to next fight, next point here, we're gonna see the Sim TP from both sides, and then a Ryan Orisa coming out from Coag, while on the other side we see the Ren Zarya.
All right, there go both Ryans charging in. Hawk is gone onto the side of Coag. Saintra in trouble now, though. Immortality Field forced out, but it seems like Monarchy are coming out on top. Reed goes down, Mushrooms down as well. This should be another first cap for Monarchy.
Yeah, so this is kind of a comp diff here, right? When you're going for the Sim TP, and you have the, on this point, you get super close together, super quickly. Zarya, one of the best brawl tank in the game other than Reinhardt, right? So you have the Reinhardt come through, a lot of damage in the Zarya can do a good job of keeping him alive. You have the Baptiste Immortality. Pin comes through, gets a nice opening pick there onto Hawk, right? But they didn't have the sustainability the side of Coag did, or the same type of damage due to the fact that they had the Orisa instead of the Zarya.
Monarchy needs to be careful not to overstep into the choke here, or else Bob Guy might wall them off and catch a free pick. Amplification matrices both mirrored on each side. Immortality Field out. Very good one from Concat, but it doesn't matter because Rita and Bob Guy both go down. This is going to be another fight win for Monarchy here. Coag needs to just reset.
I don't understand what Monarchy is trying to do here. They push forward, and then they just kind of stand there, right? They split themselves super early on that fight, with a lot of poke damage to try to wrap around kind of into the side room. But there's just nothing you could do there as Reed gets a nice pick there. Tokyo goes down, and now they must go aggressive.
That's a huge pick. The majority of the healing is now down for Monarchy. However, they do have some ultimates to try to even it out. Shatter goes out. It doesn't catch on to anyone, I believe. Duplicated Ryan on the side of Monarchy. Dark is going to look for the Shatter, but he's taken out before he can get it off. Tomcat with a big play there. Now he has another Amplification Matrix and Immortality Field to keep his team in this fight. Hawk gets the Syncra. This should be a fight win for Coag as soon as the staggers are taken care of. But Monarchy already up to 80+% here.
Yeah, so he gets 80% there before losing the point. Good work. Good work there from in that fight. They get an opening pick, but if they don't get that opening pick, there's no way they win that fight. I mean, the fight itself was not super clean from Coag. They need to tighten up their teamwork and their target focus. Otherwise, we're gonna have more fights like that.
Blizzard coming out. Hawk with an instant kill onto both supports. This should just be a free fight now. Yeah, this is just going to be free. That was a massive intro from Hawk. What a double frag.
Yeah, so once again, they won the fight because they got the pick. That was a much better fight though. They got the pick, they took aggression, and then had good target focus. And most of the other fights, though, they have not had that target focus, but this one they did. And a really nice play from Hawk. Now coming in this fight, though, you have the Bongo, you have the Shatter, so double tank ultimates, and Matrix as well to get a lot of damage in, but on the other side, you really only have the Shatter and the Sound Barrier.
What a massive Shatter coming out from Sintra onto 3! The beat comes out as well, just to make sure they win the fight. Wow, what a fast flip. Just as fast as Coag won the last fight, Monarchy win this one.
That's a beautiful fight there. They go in aggressive. You use Sound Barrier. You commit, create so much space from that. Bongo gets dropped, immediately eliminated. Shatter, beautiful from Synctra. It hits 4 players there. Completely eliminates the fight there. And we try to come back with a counter Shatter, but it was too little, too late.
Early at Matrix out, responded to by the Photon Barrier. Amplification Matrix mirrored onto the other side. Reed takes out Red Killer. Baptiste down for Coag, though, spells bad news. I don't think they're going to be... Yeah, they don't have a chance. This is going to be the map for Monarchy. 2-0.
Yeah, Monarchy taking the opening map. 2-0 there. And first point specifically, that should have gone that should have gone the way of Coag. I think those last couple of fights there, Coag got overconfident and played it poorly. I really do think they just played those last couple of fights poorly on, I want to say it was Garden. But
It was Garden, yes.
okay, and then they move over here onto Night Market, and they play the Orisa the entire time. And on this map specifically, I think it's just a comp diff at that point. I mean, you're running Brawl into Brawl, and Orisa is not a very good Brawl tank, especially in the current meta, so you just kind of get farmed in that situation. But nevertheless, they need to try to come back, because we could see the 1 seed we could see the top seed in Owlet lose both games and get knocked out the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. It does seem like a compositional difference here, and I think it comes down to more than just the Orisa pick. I think first point, if you're running that brawl comp on that closed space of first point of Garden, I think you want that Mei. You need that Mei to isolate someone off, to wall someone off, and then have your team just focus on that one target. You isolate it and take them out of the fight. Without that Mei, it was a little hard to do that. There was so much mobility at that point on the side of Monarchy, and although Sintra at times did seem to throw their life away for free, it ultimately it didn't end up mattering because, well, I mean, they won the fights. They needed to win.
Yeah, we are gonna. They need to try to put that map behind them, though, as we're getting ready to get into our second map of the series. It's gonna be Rialto. The map of Coag. Choose to play Rialto here. So interesting to see what they're gonna bring out here. I would not be surprised if we see Coag opt to play the double shield, like the Ryan Orisa, like we saw him play last map.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They also went to Rialto last week against Meow Legion, and they played that rush comp, that brawl style comp with the Reina Orisa. That ended up being their downfall. That alongside their I don't know what it is. I want to say refusal, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's just not a comfort pick for them. But they're just lack of a Mei as well. Just put them at a severe disadvantage against Meow Legion in that brawl mirror.
Yeah, uh, I don't think the reason they lost that was due to the Ryan Orisa. I think there was other issues. I think the Ryan Orisa is the correct pick, honestly, for this match. I think you can run Orisa Sigma, but I think Sigma's just in such a bad place right now. I think he's the worst tank in the game. But it's not really too good to run. You can't play Red and Zarya. It's a comp that we used to see all the time here on this map, right? And so I would not be surprised if we saw the Ryan Orisa. I would like to see the Ryan Orisa, but there are definitely other comps they could opt to run.
Well, there's a bit of high ground here to contest, and on this map of Rialto, and I think if you're gonna run a rush comp, you probably want something along the lines of a diva to be able to contest that high ground in case you need to. And even if you don't need to contest the high ground, well, divas, honestly, I think just a better pick than an Orisa, because if you're running the mirror, I mean, obviously Monarchy are not running a diva of their own here. Last week, in Coag's game against Meow Legion, you saw Meow Legion running the diva then. And they were able to nullify most of the impact the Orisa had through the defense matrix, whether that be eating those halts, those crucial halts, or even the follow-up of those abilities onto the halt. Obviously, we might not be seeing that here since it looks like Coag are not opting to take the rush comp this time.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they're gonna do here. We are gonna see Ryan Diva from the defense. Interesting choice. Or see what they're able to do here. Not a comp you tend to see too much. So we see the double bubble with the man. This is very aggressive for Coag.
That's a spawn hold coming out from Monarchy. Will it get rewarded? No. Dart goes down on the side of Monarchy, which means they might have to back out early and give them a little bit of free push on, give Coag a little bit of free push here. That's a crucial target down. They don't have that rush presence, but no, it seems like they're going to stay on the cart here. Main wall is not ideal, however, the counter wall is brilliant. It walls them up into the corner. They're forced the immortality, but it's not good enough as a 4-man shatter comes out from Reed. What a massive play. This is going to continue to be a spawn hold, it looks like, as Monarchy are going to get staggered here one by one.
Yeah, so the spawn hold.
Oh, no, wait, no, I got my colors mixed. No, Coag win that fight, never mind.
Yeah, Coag did win that fight. I got it mixed too. I called Coag. I called Monarchy Coag. We all got messed up there, but yeah. Monarchy gets shut down there. The spawn hold does its job though. You can hold for a minute here, and now you get to fight kind of where you want to fight. You can get two. That type of hold allows you to get 2 fights into this. No ultimates really. We're gonna just have the Ant Matrixes from either side, and then next closest ultimate is the shatter from Reed, but nothing really gonna be on the board.
And the shatter comes out and it doesn't catch on. Ant Matrix comes out, answered by the High Noon, which gets cancelled by the Defense Matrix. Casey gives their mech for it though, however, and it seems like Monarchy will push this into first.
Yeah, that High Noon was really nice. It's gonna something that's gonna fly under the radar in that fight specifically. But the High Noon forces Monarchy into a very awkward position where they can't really do what they want. So they're forced to play back. They get shut down there, and they're in a very strange situation. Now the spawn and split spawns have come through from Monarchy, and they're trying to capitalize on those.
Yeah, and they do Synchros down, which means even more distance for free given by Monarchy here. Monarchy has no choice but to back up, wait for that 6 in order to push in against. Coag's just gonna get some free push.
Yeah, Coag getting some free cart progress there. As now coming into this next fight though, it's gonna be an ult fest. A lot of ultimates from both sides. Big one though, it has to be this Blizzard from Bob Guy.
Shatter comes out, and I don't believe it caught out onto anyone. Both DPS ults out now. There goes. Wow, what a massive answer though from Dr. Tapper. This seems like it'll be a hold for the first time for Monarchy.
Yeah, so they will manage to get the hold here, as that was a interesting fight there for Monarchy. They started by Sintra, excuse me, going for a kind of drop-down shatter, does not hit anything, but then the rest of the team cycles their ultimates well. They have good target focus in that fight specifically, and then the big ultimates that were online for Coag don't end up getting any value.
Yeah, both teams now vying for this crucial high ground position. The shatter gets the shatter comes out, but Bob Guy cancels his own Reinhardt shatter essentially. I don't think it'll matter though, because with the amount of ults they use that fight, it seems like they'll be able to turn this around. However, Y goes down to Dark. Dark trades his life. Dark trades their life for it. But it seems like, oh, there's Casey with a cheeky little stall on the cart, but I don't think it's for long. Coag will keep pushing the cart.
You get shut down there, taken out, and then the reset has to come through. You come into the next fight though. It's going to be a big fight. If they can get if they can kind of have this last stand here at second point, they have a much more winnable map than if they have to push into third. The Death Blossom is kind of the win condition for Monarchy. The Death Blossom or a really nice play with the Ant Matrix. You maybe get a nice shatter, but it's going to have to require a big individual play.
There's the Ant Matrix and the High Noon, but it's just instantly deleted. Goodbye, Hawk. Dr. Pepper will take that. Thank you very much. And seems like Coag are just going to look to back out here. Immortality field forced out as well. It seems like they're going to wait for the 6 re-engage here.
Yeah, so reset's going to come through there. Not a ton of ultimates used there for Monarchy. Nice sound barrier there to kind of cancel out the Deadeye, so it puts them in a much more capable situation now. Coming back in this fight though, this Deadeye from Dr. Pepper could be good, and it is.
Dr. Pepper gets a free pick onto Hawk here. Seems like they're going to want to take this fight anyway, though, on the side of Coag. They're not going to wait for the 6-man regroup. This is a high-risk, high-reward move. What a boost from Casey, though, onto that main tank.
Oh, my.
And that just leaves Coag open to a free shatter. And, yep, there goes Coag 1 by 1. Dark says, thank you very much. I'll take a 2-piece Death Blossom. Casey gets a stagger onto the Baptiste as well.
Coag are playing so sloppy. I mean, they're playing split. They're not playing coordinated. They don't have target focused. I mean, what happened I mean, this is possibly the worst Koag I've seen. They are playing some bad Overwatch here, and Monarchy are capitalizing on that and are getting a nice hold so far in Rialto.
There goes the self-destruct out, does not catch on to anything but the immortality field. Hawk, however, enters back. Bob Guy, both DPS on the side of Counts Koag, getting 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 now. Reed coming in with the final one, but they're gonna get they will probably get some push here, but I don't think they'll get second point.
Yeah, there will be a recontest here. It's going to be really fast, which means it's going to be fairly sloppy here. Touch is going to come through on the side, and they aren't able to get there.
They don't touch.
And then they just waste time here.
That's just a free, that's a free, free ultimate charge for Koag.
Real charge.
We say thank you very much. We'll take that and roll you in the next fight.
Yeah, so they managed to get a nice reset there. Casey's going to be moving over onto the Zarya now after the Orisa. I like this. I like this Hawk. Hawk gets a nice pick there onto Tokyo. Excuse me, Casey was on the Diva, not the Orisa. This next fight could be possibly the last fight, and then we'll see some stall afterwards. The Ant Matrix and the Sound Bear, double support ultimates, going to be online for Monarchy. On the other side, Koag will have double tank ultimates and the High Noon. They need to really utilize these tank ultimates well if they want to be able to push that, push them back.
Speaking of tank ults, there goes the supercharger. Ant Matrix answered on the other side, and Cincture syncs up perfectly to get that fire strike off onto Clown Cat. It seems like this is going to be a hold for Monarchy, as Koag get held before they can gap.
Yeah, great, good work there. Coming out from Monarchy, they really synergized their abilities well there to allow themselves to get 2 really early picks in that fight. And now you can't win a 4v6. I don't care how good you are, it's impossible to win a 4v6 in Overwatch, and you saw it right there. They get the 4v6 very early on, then they just get shut down, pushed away. They're forced to reset here. Now they're set up for what's possibly the final fight.
Yep, there goes the halt onto 3 people, comboed with the Blizzard. The beat comes out from the Thread Killer, though, however, and the High Noon doesn't seem like it'll get any value. Yep, that's just walled off, or ice blocked off by the Mei. Ant Matrix answered now by Koag. That's an instant deletion on the Immortality field. However, no kills really coming out. There's one onto Casey, there's one onto Dr. Pepper, but Dark answers back in the backline with 2 with that Death Blossom. That's a massive trade. It doesn't seem like they're going to be able to cap 3 on this point.
Yeah, this is going to be it there. I mean, you see the Bear come here for Mushroom in the end, but he needs that earlier. He should have used that as soon as Dark popped his Death Blossom, and they would have won that map as they won't be able to tag. Oh, that's a great job there. Booping away Y, and now they know what they need to do. Monarchy gonna need to get close to fully capping Rialto. It's not an easy task, but it's not impossible. They're gonna have to try their best here to make this happen. As we're ready to switch sides here, I'm interested to see what comps each side are going to go for. I would like to see a continuation of the Ryan and Orisa, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see them switch to something else.
Yeah, and given by how both sides were playing on the last round, it seems like Monarchy have a slight advantage. I feel like overall they were playing the better Overwatch. As you said, they were using their abilities better, they were using their ults better. Their players, it seemed, honestly, were just slightly better individually as well, with many members of their team getting higher value than the counterparts on the other counterparts on Koag.
Yeah. You're ready here to hop in. No, 10 seconds till we get into the map here. Koag's going to be running this Ryan and Orisa with a May McCree, interesting DPS choice. On the other side, we're going to see Ryan Zarya with a McCree Hanzo, and we're going to see a spawn camp here.
And this is going to be a spawn hold. Yep, coming out from Koag. Flashbangs out, charges out as well. Y is already down low, and the Immortality field has to come out. However, Hawk getting the better of Dr. Tepper this time. Dark trading it out on the Clown Cat. Still even here for both sides, and that'll change as Y and Reed, the tank line for Koag, goes down. It seems like this will be an easy first fight for Monarchy.
Yeah, Koag should have held that there. They had 2 players picked off very early on, but then what did they do with that? They stood there and let Dark shoot at them. That's the point where if you have the player advantage, you need to take the aggression. You need to focus down a couple more targets and get the try to get the hold there. But we will see one more fight here towards the end of first.
Alrighty, there goes the shield already down. That's a great wall onto both tanks, and that's a great charge onto Casey. However, the Immortality Field enough to save them. Sintra, however, trades their life for it. For no gain, Dr. Tepper's down as well. This should be a hold for Koag here.
Yeah, Koag gonna manage to get a hold there. That time they did take the aggression. They took the fight to Monarchy, and I need to see more of that from. I need to see more of that for them. If they continue to kind of try to play this slow style and don't capitalize on their advantages, they're gonna be losing a lot more fights.
Seems like they're going for some sort of sneaky play here on the side of Koag, but it's scouted out. Sintra seems to be looking for something sneaky of their own, but I don't think they're gonna be able to get it off. Amplification Matrix out now from Clowncat. That's a massive grab, but this should just be... Wow, what a massive Maywall and Immortality Field coming out on the side of Koag. However, Clowncat gives their life for it. That's a massive shatter coming out for Sintra, and Monarchy managed to turn it.
Yeah, Monarchy, after being down a player early on, they, once again, Koag don't take aggression. They sit there and wait for Monarchy to do something. And then when Monarchy do something, they do something with a purpose. And they kind of rolled over there. It's a very nice shot from Dark to kind of stagger this out. So we could have seen another hold here coming out early on second, but that's not going to happen.
This is dangerous. I'll call an ambulance, but not for me. The old 180 Uno reverse card onto Koag here. Coming out from Sintra. What a nice counter charge onto Reed there.
Yeah, so... yeah, it's a nice counter charge there. It causes a reset, which means we only see one fight coming down second. The staircase is one of the best parts to hold on Rialto, and it's not going to happen. Is there forced... In his next fight there, we're going to see double take ultimates from Koag, and they also have this Blizzard. Blizzard run the best ults in the game. We're going to see what they're able to do with it.
Oh, what a massive shatter from Reed. He gets 3, and there goes Tokyo, Dr. Tepper, and Casey. Goodbye, see you later. This is going to be a hold coming out from Koag.
Yeah, it was a very nice shatter. Not even the Blizzard needed. And it was a really nice counter shatter coming out from Sintra, but his entire team was either not with him or shattered, and that was kind of a misplay, I believe, from Sintra. But they do manage to find a couple more ultimates. You're going to see double DPS ultimates. You're going to have to grab Dragon built up as well, but there's a sound barrier to counter that most likely as soon as they throw that out.
And the Immortality Field as well. You can't forget the I don't die and neither does my team button. Amplification Matrix now out from Clowncat onto Monarchy. And there goes Sintra. Sintra, for some reason, just face tanking it. Well, I'm not sure what that was. Maybe some miscommunication or something on the side of Monarchy. But it seems like they're going to have to think some more as they go back to spawn.
Yeah, they didn't really take too much aggression there. Once again, they, like you said, they kind of just face tank damage and died. And now, why are they the split? They're just standing there alone, and then Sintra's up in the back line. And while this entire team is left alone for Hawk to pick them apart.
Dr. Tepper tries to jump across the river, but he can't make it. I'm not sure what that was. Sintra.
That entire fight, they wasted an entire minute because of that.
Yeah, Sintra, despite their name, was not synced up with the rest of their team there. They were all alone on the right side stairs there, closer to Koag than the spawn. And they paid the price for it as Dr. Tepper gets a 3-man high noon. This should just be an Immortality Field out from Clowncat here. Mushroom, however, I believe got LOS by the Maywall, so I think that was a little bit of a mistake there. This is winnable for Monarchy still, but I believe that was... Oh wait, no, Monarchy, no, that is, yeah, no, I think that was a little bit of a mistake from Bob Guy, actually, on, Koag.
Yeah, that was a poor Maywall there, and it creates a very hard situation for team to really do much. And now, we're gonna see one more fight here, as Sintra and Dr. Tepper are in a very weird situation. What a pin from Sintra, that was
what a pin. Blizzard comes out on the point and ensures no one's going to be pushing the cart, while that's a Winter Wonderland beat coming out from Thread Killer. It's mirrored by Mushroom. Amplification Matrix is now down. That's a shatter onto Mushroom. Thank you very much. I'll take that for free, but Cincture trades their life for it. Tokyo struggling to stay alive, cannot do it. But this should be a point cap for on the side of Monarchy here.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to go back to the very start of that fight there. Even though it was a very long in the back and forth fight, Cincture takes an off angle and he pins Reed right after his shatter. So it not only keeps him from falling up on the shatter, gets the kill, creates a bunch of space for the players on his team, and they just can, and they use that advantage well. It was a bit sloppier than they wanted to, but they did get the fight in the end.
Alright, fight's going to be breaking out on this corner at third point. This is potentially the last fight. Cincture, however, walled off. What a fantastic wall coming out from Bob Guy. However, it's answered by the Immortality Field from Tokyo. And Dr. Pepper takes advantage to get the kill onto Hawk, their counterpart. Amplification Matrix now out from Clown Cat, but Dark takes care of Y before that comes out. However, Reed answers back with a fantastic, crucial kill onto Tokyo. That's the majority of their healing down on the side of Monarchy here. The grab comes out like it's blocked by the Maywall. What a brain on Bob Guy. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but man, that is impactful for sure. They're gonna feel that tomorrow. Hawk takes care of Cincture, and this is looking to be a hold for Koag here.
Yeah, Koag should have won that, but like in all honesty, they played it once again just so slow. They had the opening pick, up 2 players, did not take the aggression, and then when they finally tried to, there was a Maywall in their way. Grav gets sent into a dragon, just does absolutely nothing, wastes their biggest ult combo, and now they're heading into a final fight.
Alright, we'll see if they can get anything done. Reed has the Earth Shatter, however, Cincture also has it, but a Blizzard comes out, and there goes Cincture and Casey both frozen up by that ability. Immortality Field comes out, but it's not enough, not in time to keep Cincture alive. Red Killer going in for the back half. Can he do it? Can they do it? Can they do it? Oh, no way. 0.37 meters. What? Wow, that was so close, but to no avail. As they potentially get staggered out, there it is, 11 seconds left, and it seems like that's the map for Koag, potentially.
That's it.
Unless someone can touch.
Yes.
Cincture trying to be the hero here, they get walled off, that's the shadow away! Blocked, and it's too late. There goes the map to Koag.
Yeah, and Koag take it, but it was not without its troubles. They played it kind of sloppy in all honesty. They were playing slow with their aggression. They were kind of wasting ults in some fights. But then in others, but when they did play kind of more aggressive and got their target focus down, they were winning fights. And I hope they could carry that over into our next map, and then into the next maps of the series.
So one thing I'm struggling to understand is why Bob Guy and Clown Cat are both using their abilities to counter Grav Dragon combos. I think if you're going to use an ability to counter that combo, you should really only be using one, and honestly, using both the Maywall and the Immortality Field at the same time seems to be doing a little more harm than good at times, because the Maywall sometimes is LOSing the Immortality Field, and some people actually end up dying, whereas if you didn't put the wall up, they would have lived.
Yeah, so it was, yeah, I got what you're saying there, but in most situations, it has been fight. It's just been 1 or 2 times that they have had a couple of difficulties with it. It's
Those are still crucial fights, though, that if they win, they have
yeah, but
advantages heading into the next ones.
I think they should just be opting to go for those Maywalls because you could block off the line of sight. I just think the Maywall placement is bad. I don't think it's the usage of the Maywall itself.
My more so my gripe with it is the fact that they're choosing to use both of them at the same time, and that appears to be some sort of miscommunication, honestly, because you only need one, but they're using both. And either, to me, seeing it from the outside, that kind of screams panic, but also screams miscommunication. It's one or the other here, and I think things like that should really be cleaned up as soon as possible. simple things like, oh, what are we going to do to counter this ultimate combo that they're going to throw at us next fight? Things like that are a little messy. I'm a little worried.
It is a bit messy, but I I think it's just a bad usage, like bad placement of the Maywall. I don't think the usage of the Maywall's bad. I think placement is bad. But we are getting ready here to hop into our third map, excuse me, of the series. Head over to Hybrid. We're going to be playing Hollywood here. A map we don't see all too often. You normally see Kings Row, but Hollywood's kind of the second favorite of the three maps. Wait, Kings Row is in the map. What am I talking? Wait, is it? Hold on.
Kings Row is a hybrid as well as Hollywood. Yes.
No, it's not. It's not in the map. Kings. I lied.
Oh, it's not in the map pool. Oh, I'm not sure what the map pool is
for
off
hybrid,
the top of my head.
For hybrid, it's Eichenwald, Blizzard World, and Hollywood. So
yeah, for this one, it'll just be Hollywood. We're just gonna wait on the lobby to get into the game. But wow, what a half so far, honestly. Monarchy coming out swinging on map number 1. They looked like by and far the stronger team. However, map 2 was a lot closer than I anticipated. After Monarchy made that 3rd-point hold, I believed it was just going to be smooth sailing from there. They would just reproduce their map 1 success, and they'd have a field day. But Coag made things a little more difficult, and this is shaping up to be an interesting game.
Yeah, it has been pretty good so far. I do think Coag should be running away with this, though. They've had some very, very sloppy fights and some bad coordination with each other and bad target focus. But if they can fix that, they should be able to take this in a bit more of a dominant fashion.
Alrighty, here rolling out. It looks, at least for now, of course this is all subject to change since they have about 30 seconds to change their heroes, but it looks like Monarchy are going to be attempting the double bubble comp once more. That's the comp they used on map 1 on Lijiang Tower Gardens. However, Synctra on that Orisa now. I'm not sure if that's serious or not. We'll see soon enough, but Coag's comp looks to be pretty solid, set in stone here, as they do the double shield again with the Rhino Orisa, McCree Hanzo, and Bat Lucio.
Yeah, it's kind of what we've seen from them a couple of times throughout the series. I think it's a very potent comp. On the attack, though, we're gonna see double bubble. This is the attack comp. I normally see a Mercy with it, but instead they will run the break. So I'm interested to see how well they do manage to get, how well they manage to use this support line.
Oh, Synctra jumps to the high ground but gets punished by the Halt. What a fantastic halt coming out from Y. And that'll just be a free fight win. Free ultimate charge for Coag.
Yeah, Synctra just jumps in way too early there. I mean, I don't care what the call is. If they called, hey, let's jump high ground, he should not have done it. He should have called back to his team, yo, we're not there yet. Or the other way around, because they were not ready for that. We're going to be seeing a comp swap, though, over to the Reinhardt and the McCree and the Hanzo, so kind of close to a mirror comp. Only difference is that secondary tank.
Yeah, it's a complete wholesale swap over, which means even more of an ultimate disadvantage now for Monarchy. They might have to give this fight up for free, essentially, since, with Dr. Tepper down, it's looking even more so. Hawk getting that crucial pick, Reed as well. Worst part is, for Monarchy, they didn't even use any ults on the side of Coag. That was all neutral.
Yeah, they tried to push the high ground there, but as they were doing so, they got picked off one by one, and I don't know, it's just kind of poor there. They're taking these rotations, but they're playing their players in weird positions when they're moving as a team, which allows them to get picked off. So I would like to see them clean up their rotations a bit to try to keep some of these opening picks from happening.
And Matrix out, but they were already on their way out. Monarchy wrapping around the backside here. Coag taking the staircase position. They're realizing they're not going high ground, and they're still in the mega room. This is just going to be a slight stalemate here as we wait for cooldowns and such. Those are very early bubbles coming out from Monarchy. I'm not sure I like the looks of that. However, it might not end up mattering. No, there goes Tokyo, there goes Synctra. Oh, but it's traded on the other side as Monarchy somehow managed to flip a lost fight into their favor.
Yeah, that was a bit better though from Monarchy. They wrap around. They play more as a team, and they don't crumble once they lose that opening pick. But they play very good there, and they work together and get a couple of picks to turn that fight in their favor. And now coming into the next fight, a couple of big ultimates. We're gonna have that Graviton Surge. You're gonna have the High Noon. On the other side, double take ultimates with the Sound Barrier as well, which will be online soon for both sides. So it's gonna be a very explosive fight.
Yeah, we're just waiting for it to start, and there it goes. Koeg jumps down with the speed boost from that Lucio. Doesn't catch on to anything, though. Reed's Shatter doesn't catch on to anyone. High Noon answered now by Dr. Temper does not catch. However, the grab gets two, and it's good. That seemed like it was a good beat, but Reed somehow still ends up going down. However, it is traded by Sintra on the side of Monarchy. So this is still a close fight. It's still a very scrappy fight as usual. It's still going on. Casey manages to take out Reed, but Dart's traded on the other side.
Yeah,
Why
so
now, with their second of the fight, takes out Tokyo, but Hawk gets traded as well. This is such a messy fight. That's a two-man shatter on both supports, and they both go down. Sintra might have just won this fight for their team.
yeah, that was just once again a sloppy fight from both sides. That ended up being decided by a huge individual play by Sintra there towards the end. The Bongo was not committed though from Y, so they will still have that coming to the next fight. He's very low. Hopefully he can stay alive here. On the other side, though, we're going to have double DPS ultimates RC, double support ultimates as well. So ultimate economy is in favor of Monarchy, and they're going to be looking to win this fight and cap up second.
Yeah, there's the amplification matrix answered by the Bongo, but the Bongo's already down. Reed countercharges and trades their life for it, and well, Koek's not even going to be able to touch. That's a free point for Monarchy, essentially.
Yeah, Monarchy managed to win the fight out there. The High Noons came at the same exact time. Neither of them got any value. The big winners, though, were this double support ultimates that Monarchy had. They utilized them well to get them picks and sustain the fight, but this is a very fast
that is a massive speed boost on the side of Koeg to catch Monarchy out of position. That was a fantastic call, whoever it was, and they get rewarded with 4 free kills, essentially, with no ult used.
Yeah, they were... that was just a very poor play there for Monarchy. They isolate their, like, 3/6 of their team, and then they just get cut down there. Before the fight even starts, the Dragon gets thrown out. That's just going to force another reset.
What a strange Dragon angle, but I mean, it ends up working somehow. Catches onto Reed.
Yeah, so now...
Or no, catches onto Sintra, rather.
Yeah, coming into that fight, you have 2 tank ultimates. You're going to have to grab Dragon for the side of Monarchy. It's going to be their big win condition. They're going to have to try to get that up before the Sound Barrier from Mushroom can be built up.
Yep, the fight's about to break down now. Tanks are rolling in on the side of Monarchy. That's a shatter! Man from Reed, what a massive play.
The counter shatter
now out from Sintra, but I don't believe it's getting the value they want. No, it doesn't. I managed to catch on to Sempra. Yeah, no, it's exactly what the doctor ordered. Monarchy, you're gonna be able to take this fight and hold on to their combo.
Yeah, they pushed forward there. Beautiful shatter came out from Reed. But guess what? Sintra had one better. The 3-man shatter came out from Reed, but the counter shatter was just as good. Three players get knocked down, but those 3 players all die. That sets them up great, and they still have this grab Dragon, but now there is a Sound Barrier.
Sintra under pressure, but the grab coming out on the side.
Oh, the Sound Barrier's
Monarchy. What a massive play. What a massive grab. The grab was so smart, it cut off in LOS half the team because of the map geometry. Hawk, however, answers back with 3 on the other side. It seems like Koeg are gonna be Hawk with the heroics. It seems like they're staggering Mushroom here, staggering Threadkiller, sorry. Just make sure they don't rip with the rest of their team, burning off as much of the clock as possible. But wow, what a massive play from Hawk. If they didn't get that, this would have been over.
Yeah, but I never should have even had the circumstance to even happen, right? They should have never been in that type of a situation. The Sound Barrier came out super late there, and this Dragon, they kind of just 3 players from Monarchy just kind of sat in and died. So kind of poor play from both sides, but coming into what could be the final fight here.
Alright, Supercharger coming out on the side of Koag, and that allows for 3 picks onto KC, Dark Tokyo, Sintra, you name it, just knock them off the list. That'll be another hold for Koag.
Yeah, great hold there. It's a very quick fight though, which means we can see one more coming out from Monarchy. They don't have a lot of ultimates. They have the sound barrier and the high noon. That's really it. On the other side, we're going to be close to double DPS ultimates and a hat matrix. So see what they're able to pull out in what's going to be the last fight.
Yep, sound barrier out from Thread Killer, answered by the Amp Matrix and the High Noon on the side of Koag. However, Dr. Pepper answers back, but Sepra gets the better of them. Now Sintra down as well. This is not looking good. If you are a Monarchy fan, Koag seems like they're gonna be able to get this hold on point 3.
Yeah, they're
only
gonna
73 meters.
Yeah, they're gonna get a hold here right at the very end. And now Koag know what they need to do to get the lead in the series. But this was kind of the reason it got this close was forward play for Monarchy on first point. I think they wasted a lot of time on first using kind of weird compositions. But
yeah,
it might have cost them the map in all honesty. I mean, they wasted so much time, I believe, on this like Winston.
Well, that was only one fight, so honestly, I think it was more only like 30, 40 seconds. I don't think it was a minute and a half on the double bubble, because they swapped right after the first fight. However, at that point, well, the second fight, they just kind of got wrecked in the neutral, quite honestly. No ult came out on the side of Koag, despite having those ult advantages, because Monarchy made those wholesale swaps. But, I mean, yeah, they just essentially lost the first 2 fights for free, almost. The first one, because it seemed like a little bit of miscommunication. The second one, just because Hawk was hitting crazy, insane shots on that Hanzo onto the other side. So, yeah. Seems like Monarchy have a little bit of trouble, are gonna have a little bit of trouble this map if they want to stay ahead, or at least keep this even.
Oh, as we are getting into this fight here, get into the map here, excuse me, as we're gonna have the Ash Tracer with this double bubble. On the other side, we're gonna have the Ryan Zarya. As I think Forte has some mic issues, so we can figure that out as quickly as possible here. But yeah, it's a nice rotation here. They get high ground control very early off the start on the point, but it's a nice anti-nade. Catches a lot of players. Dynamites burning them alive. Very low points. Going the way so far of Koag, as the first 6 is going to come through before Dr. Tepper comes alive. Picks up a nice double kill there as they bide their time and then get a nice drop there into the point to get the fight win. Now, getting into this next one, we don't really have many ultimates. We're gonna have the Matrix coming out from Tokyo, and on the other side, we're gonna be close to the Primal Rage and the Bob, and see what they're able to do in this upcoming fight.
Yeah, Sempra coming up close to that Bob, has it ready, lets it go. Sempra, however, does manage to take out Tokyo on the side of Monarchy, so that's a majority of their heals down now. However, this is still a close fight, even trades now on both sides. There's the res off from Mushroom, manages to get it off onto Reed. It seems like this should just be a point gap now for Koag.
Got Koag, get a nice fight there. They get an early pick from Semper and then use some very nice aggression to finish up that fight here. Now 5 minutes coming into the second point. Let's see what they can manage to do here. They're not going to have a ton of ultimates. Primal Rage, it's online for Reed, so it's the Nano Boost. So they can stay alive for quite a while.
There's the Nano coming out onto Reed. That bubble comes out as well. Primal forced out, however, and Semper takes advantage of the space created, takes out Tokyo. However, Sintra somehow catches a Fire Strike onto Mushroom. I don't think it'll end up mattering too much, though, as Koag seem like they're going to win this fight, take the staggers out, and get some more distance on that card.
Yes, very nice attack here coming up from Koag. All the stuff I've been talking about, how they've been playing slow, hasn't been doing too well, they've fixed that. They're getting very nice aggression, great target focus, getting early picks. And Tokyo's... Okay, Tokyo is kind of isolated there, but yeah. 4 minutes on the clock here as the engage is going to start to come through.
There's the shatter, solo shatter onto Clown Cat. That's massive. That's the majority of their healing down now, and one goes down as well. 2 down means they should probably just, Koak should probably just reset and take their losses here. Just get out as fast as possible. However, Reed goes into Dr. Tepper, doesn't manage to take them out, and they're out, and that's the reset.
Yeah, the reset. Help, they're coming to the next fight though. We're gonna have the Grav Dragon for the side of Monarchy on this defense, double support ultimates as well. On the other side, 2 DPS ultimates, Bob and they're gonna have the Bob and the Pulse Bomb with the Grav as well online.
There goes Reed with the leap in. That's the Bob. It's pretty big, but Dark with 2 on 2. Koag there. What a great play from Dark.
Yeah, Dark has a decent play, but it doesn't really last for too long. As there's some good trades do come through there, and Sempra does some good work to clean this up here. Kurt's gonna start moving, but they're low on players, and their respawn advantages go to defense, so they're able to kind of take back control of this cart. We're gonna expect the Grav Dragon still online for Monarchy. They're gonna have double support, but still online. On the other side, we're gonna have the Grav Pulse Bomb. That's really the best win condition, or a big play coming out from Reed.
Speaking of Grav, it comes out. Can they combo? No! Casey just throws their Grav out. Dark dies before they can...
Oh, wait. Never mind.
Casey gets the Grav out, but Dark dies before the Dragon comes out. That's a massive anti-nade thanks to the Grav onto 3 players of Monarchy. However, yeah, no, Koag, wow, what a nice anti-grab. That was a nice combo from the Zarya and the Ana there, and this should be second point.
Yeah, second point's going to be going over there. 3 minutes left on the clock. And Koag made a nice attack here. They're just going to need to move the cart 73 meters to take this in their way. We're going to see the Reaper McCree now for the defense. As Dr. Tepper, I think he didn't mean to switch to the McCree. That's what that signifies. He's forced on back.
Dr. Tepper
He's switching.
is going back to Ash. Yep, there it is. No mercy on either side now. They're both on that Baptista-Lucio duo. Bob coming out from Sempra. Can that Bob do something?
It's a lot of space.
Oh, what a massive stick from Hawk! Wow, that catches on to 3 players. Hawk gets the cleanup onto Casey and Tokyo. Thank you very much. What a massive solo play from Hawk there.
Yeah, he gets to the backline, picks up 4 kills there. Bob creates a lot of space to set him up for that. So you said the Bob didn't really do too much? I'm pretty sure it did there. Creates a lot of space and allows Hawk to come up big there. And now they're just trying to stall here. They're enough players to come back though. There's a flank for Dark. Picks up 1 early pick.
There's the Immortality Fields coming out and the Amp Matrix from Tokyo as well. This is looking like a hold here. Yeah, it looks like Koag are just going to go and reset.
Yeah, so forced to reset there and really start off from a great flank from Dark. We're going to see Sepper moving over to the McCree now off of Ash. So a bit of a swap there coming out from the DPS side. We're going to have the Amp Matrix is online. Shadow's going to be close. Pulse Bomb from Hawk as well. On the other side, we're going to have the Shatter, the High Noon, and close to its Sound Barrier from Monarchy. So a lot of, so fairly even when it comes to the ults.
Yeah, Koag gonna be taking this high ground position now, going on the top right. However, Sintra, what a massive charge from the top ropes onto Clown Cat. I think that'll just help them hold this point here.
Yeah, points gonna get held there, as it was a nice idea coming out from Monarchy, Koag, excuse me, but poor delivery there. Now Monarchy, getting nice hold here towards the end, a minute on the clock, as Koag are starting to run out of options there. They only really have 2 fights left.
Honestly, I think there's gonna be 1 and a stagger fight, if even that. Pulse Bomb comes out, but it's traded out with the Immortality Field. However, Sempra takes advantage and gets rid of Tokyo. However, Sempra gives their life for it. Dark gets that one. Immortality Fields both out on both sides now. Reed down because of the Shatter, but no follow-up. It seems, never mind. Yeah, Reed should go down, and Dark with a nice 3-piece to close the fight out.
Yeah, it was not a very good fight there coming out from Coag. They take some decent aggression there, get a nice opening pick, but then don't utilize that space properly. They put their team in a bad situation and where they are able to just get cleaned up and they forced to reset. And now 30 seconds remain. You hear Athena over the mythical loudspeaker tell everybody.
Alrighty, there goes Sintra going in for a few swings. That's a massive grab. This should be something. No, only Hawk. At least it's something. Sintra, however, trades their life for it. Reed and Y capitalize the tanks on the side of Coag, taking advantage of that mispositioning from Monarchy. And that's a map from Coag.
Yeah, Coag played that last fight super well there. Grabbing up Surge came out, it was very nice, but there was a beautiful sound barrier to counter it out, so they're able to stay alive for quite a while there, right? And now for the rest of that fight, they play the positioning really well. They take the aggression, do lose a player, but doesn't end up mattering there. So some really nice plays coming out in that final fight specifically, as that's going to be map number 2, going the way of Coag. It looked very shaky map 1, extremely, as they lost map 1. It was not great map 2. I mean, they were not playing good Overwatch, but map number 3, they do close it out, and but it was once again not good. I mean, they neither team is playing good. Coag are just playing the Coag have the ability to play very well, and they're played very well in just enough fights to win these maps.
Yeah, as you said, both of these sides are, it seems like there's definitely some things both of these sides could patch up, and could iron out with a little bit more practice here and there. Seems like there's still some communication issues and such with some of the cooldown usages and engages and such on both sides. However, that is going to be the map for Coag regardless, as they go up 2-0 in the series. Now we're just waiting on the next map. This one was Hollywood. Uh, and it seems like we may have. No, we don't have any substitutes this
Yeah,
map.
we have one.
We do
Well, we
have
have
one.
swapping
Oh,
positions. They're going to be
yeah.
swapping
Oh,
positions.
oh, they're swapping positions. Is that
Tokyo
what's
and
happening?
Dr.
Got it.
Pepper. Dr. Tepper could be swapping. Dr. Tepper, very good DPS. Tokyo, very good support. Now, guess what? They're going to be switching. Dr. Tepper going to be
Interesting.
on support. I expect to see Zenyatta. I mean, you don't take a hit scan off a hit scan unless you're putting him on Zen, right? I think
Oh,
that's the
you could
only
play some
thing.
Baptiste or some Ana.
Well, but the thing is, Tokyo was playing both, but specifically Baptiste, and he was playing it pretty well there. So I think if they were going to want to play Bap, I think that would have been a bad decision to take him out there. But we'll see what they choose to do here as we're
Yeah.
getting ready to hop in. As we're not getting ready to hop in, we are going to hop into our next map. Whenever both teams are ready, we also have the map selection.
Ah, there it is. Good old 2CP Hanamura. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this Dr. Tepper and Tokyo swap ends up playing out. Is it because one of them specializes on a certain hero in the other role? Is it because they both specialize on a certain hero in the other role? I don't know. That remains to be seen. I don't have any more info on that other than that it's happening. So I guess we'll see what happens, how the map plays out, how it affects the outcome of Hanamura here. This is potentially the final map of the series, I believe. It is a first to three. As Coag are up 2-1, they could just close it out here and win this map. But if Monarchy managed to bring it back and win this one, we're going to a map 5.
Yeah, map 5 is a possibility. Waiting for everybody to get ready for our uh getting ready for our map here. Map number 4 of a possible a lot. There's a lot we could do, right? So we are
Yeah, we're just waiting on some lobby shenanigans. It seems some players are going to be swapped back to different roles. Seems like Dr. Tepper is now back on the DPS role, and Leapfrog is in on support.
yeah, so Leapfrog's gonna be coming in off the bench. to be thrown in. Uh, on this, where's your ringer? I'm not too sure here. It looks like he's ringing. He's not listed on their roster, so uh, not too sure. But we are. He apparently is on the roster. I don't see him. Maybe I'm, but yeah, we're gonna get ready to hop into our fourth map whenever both teams are ready. Yeah, but we are. I think Coag is gonna be on our defense here to start. Um, but yeah, we're trying to figure out something with one of these players here to see if if he's even allowed to play. But if he is, we'll be all good to we'll be all good to play out the rest of the map, play out the rest of the series, and get a winner here. Because once again, this is the losers bracket. Whoever loses this match is out. The winner though does go forward to play SpongeBob Mac and Cheese in our next round of losers. Yeah, so we are ready here. Uh, I believe so. I think there's a discussion going on between teams about something. Teams do this sometimes. They just talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are. Yeah, 4K. What are your thoughts on this upcoming map?
Um, Hanamura. It seems like Hanamura might end up favoring some of those more uh choke like close quarter compositions. You still do have potential for things like the double bubble if Monarchy wants to pull that out of their back pocket again. However, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen given how that's gone every time they've pulled that out. But it remains a possibility. We'll see what happens. However, Coag are probably going to stick to their comp of choice, that being that close quarter brawl style composition with the Reinhardt, the Lucio Baptiste, and either the Mei, the Creed, the Hanzo, anything of the sort. One thing I am seeing though is a lack of Bob Guy. It doesn't seem like they're going to be subbing Bob Guy in for this map, which is an interesting choice because I believe Bob Guy is their Mei player. And for Hanamura, I feel like if you're gonna play a Reinhardt, you probably want a Mei as well. So it'll be interesting to see if they forego that entirely or have someone like Hawk stepping into that position.
Yeah, we'll gotta see what everybody is ready. What everybody is opting to play. Getting in though to
Alrighty,
our
going into the map, and it seems like Monarchy are going to be on the attack first here. We got a little bit of time before they select their heroes, but yeah, as I said, it'll be interesting to see exactly what compositions both sides are going to be rolling out with. We'll start with the defense, since that is more set in stone. The offense can kind of just, play mystery heroes until this game actually starts. And what an interesting pick from Sempra. Sempra on the Genji. On Hanamura, defense? Okay, never mind. Sempra, you had my hopes up for a second there, but they end up swapping over to that McCree. And like I said, they don't bring in Bob Guy for this map, which means they're not going to have that Mei for this choke here. I honestly think you want a Mei for this map in general. It's so powerful being able to block off those chokes, but it doesn't seem like they're going for that option.
yeah. So we are getting in here. So yeah, like you said, no Mei here.
Ooh.
As we have a pause. It's an auto pause, so I assume it's a dis. No?
It appears
Stuck.
Lucio has
He's
gotten
stuck in a tree.
themselves stuck. I believe Mushroom is the offender in question. Lucio is stuck in a tree, and I believe we are going to go and restart this map. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
go
would just
through the whole hero selection process once more.
yeah.
Hopefully Sempra doesn't raise my heartbeat again with the Genji pick and then, goes back to hit scan. We'll see what happens though.
Yeah, we will see.
Alrighty though, what do you think of that defensive setup though coming out from Coag with the Reinhardt? My question is, what do you think specifically of the Hanzo and the McCree in that brawl style composition?
I think we can get some good value out of it. I think the McCree. I think the McCree's a must-pick hero. I tend to want to see the Mei instead of the Hanzo though. But if if Hawk is able to put in some good work here on the Hanzo, you could get some nice open picks in these fights, and you could get a lot of mid-fight damage, but you don't get the same type of value you would get normally off like
Yeah,
your
you
Mei
lose.
ones.
Yeah, you lose a lot of utility, but you gain a lot more kill potential with those arrows. Of course, headshots, if they're charged enough, doing enough to one-shot 200 health, even 250 health heroes. So we'll see how much Hawk can get done this map.
Yeah, well, we will see here as they're getting in here. We're
Alright.
going Tokyo though. Interesting selection.
And there's the teleporter coming out to the high ground for Monarchy. They're taking the high ground, dropping down on the right side of point. Charge coming in from Synctro, but doesn't get anyone, and they get punished. I don't know what that was. I don't know why they went for it, but Tokyo capitalizes on the madness onto Hawk, gets a trade off, and yeah, it looks like Monarchy have a shot here as Dr. Tepper takes out Mushroom. Now, Casey with that beam charged up, I'd imagine Dr. Tepper as well. Charge coming out from Reed doesn't catch on to anyone. This double beam comp is kind of melting away the competition on the side of Coag.
Yeah, that was really nice work there from Monarchy. They teleport onto point, right? So their attention's all on there. It's a nice shot from Hawk. But like their attention's all on where the bulk of the team had teleported to. But what this happens is like now you just had Tokyo in the back line, and he had free range there. Picks up 2 really nice kills there. But now we're gonna have a swap. Tokyo moving over to Hanzo.
Like another teleporter coming out from Dr. Tepper. Where is it gonna be? My guess is on the middle high ground, a little perch on top of the. No, there's no teleporter. They're faking. They just go straight to point, but Hawk takes advantage and gets rid of Leapfrog. Synctra again with another charge that doesn't catch on to anything. I'm honestly not sure what the idea is behind these charges, but they don't really seem to be working out the way Synctra is intending. Sempra uses the flash, does not catch on to anyone, but this looks like it's going to be a hold for Coag. However, not before they get a tick.
Yeah, so that tick does come through, but yeah, these pins, they do create a lot of space, but it does kind of leave Synctra kind of very vulnerable, and he's been picked off twice, once in each fight because of that. If he can clean that up, though, they could be in a slightly better position to take these fights if they can create that space without the casual.
I agree. It looks like Tokyo is going for some kind of off angle on the left side of the map there. The rest of them are going to be pushing that high ground right side on the stairs towards the core of Coag. As they push in, we'll see what happens. They decide to drop down onto point. They leave the amplification matrix, but Dr. Tepper, they leave Dr. Tepper alone, completely just stranded on an island, and they get punished. There goes the rest of Monarchy, but somehow Monarchy managed to get another tick onto the second point here.
Yeah, they're taking nice aggression here to slowly get these ticks out there, but that was a nice usage there. Coag had a really nice fight there. Really nice idea from Stamper, created a lot of space, got a couple kills, and so some good players. Tokyo with another nice pick. Good. I think we might see some fast aggression coming out, but doesn't appear so.
No, the Zarya was still coming back from the spawn at that point, I think. I think they had a chance maybe to take, but they didn't end up doing so. Anyway, fight's going out now. Reed goes with the Shatter, catches onto Dr. Tepper, but the sound barrier is good to keep them alive. The immortality field as well goes out from both sides. Reed with a nice block, but Dr. Tepper takes care of them anyway. Amp Matrix now out from Clown Cat, catches on to KC with a nice solo frag, and there goes Sintra as well with the help of that Amp Matrix. Y takes care of Tokyo, Dr. Tepper trades onto Sempra, but this is going to be a hold for sure.
Yeah, nice hold there coming out from Coag. It was sloppy for a bit. They used some nice ultimates, and they played. This is where this kind of not too aggressive style can really benefit you, and it did end up working very well there. So you get a fight win there, and now there's 2:50 left on the clock. They had close to 5 minutes initially, so they had over 5 minutes. They had closer to 6 minutes actually. So it's just a really nice second point hold so far.
Yeah. Despite the fact that they gave up 2 ticks, this has been a fantastic hold from Coag. They gave up those 2 ticks, but they managed to do it for free, essentially. Now, they're pushing onto the top right again, but it seems like they're going to forego that entirely and go main again. Sintra gets halted away from the rest of their team, and Tokyo with the hero play from Tepper. What a counter high noon from Dr. Tepper. Completely uncontested that time on the high ground alone. Grab comes out from Casey, and that's a point cap for Monarchy, with 2 minutes left on the time bank.
Yeah, Monarchy taking the map there.
Taking the round, yeah.
Yeah, taking the round. Thank you. That's the word. I was trying to think of like what the taking the round. Fully cap. There it is.
I think that's what they were going for initially on that first or second push. I'm not sure which one it was, but the push where they left Sempra, or no, sorry, Tokyo. No, sorry, Dr. Tepper. I'm forgetting my player names here. Dr. Tepper, they left them alone on the high ground, and Dr. Tepper got punished instantly. I think that's what they were going for. What they just did on that last push is have Dr. Tepper come in later with a high noon. I just think it was a little too telegraphed, and Dr. Tepper was seen before it actually all began, so they got punished very handedly. However, it still ends up working out. Second time's the charm, as they say, for this strat. And this is going to now be on the hands of Coag to hold this point. No, sorry, on the hands of Monarchy to hold this point.
Yeah, they'll see what he's able to see what they're able to pull off here. As we're getting into this map here, no, there's yeah, and it's a very May-centric map, but we will see a Rita coming out.
Alright. Primes on the side of Monarchy once again. It looks like this is going to be another teleport strat, but does it get broken before it comes out? I believe so, or either that or just one person got through, and I think that was Sempra. Sempra got punished. However, they do trade onto Sintra, which means no Reinhardt available for this choke. There goes the second teleporter, and this should just be a free point for Coag as long as none of them get picked for free here. They have massive point advantage thanks to the Reinhardt still being alive. Oh, but that's a massive pick from Tokyo, but it's traded by Y. Wow, he's great. He ups on that Orisa tonight. It's a little funny to say, but he's been very good on that hero. Now Sintra gets a nice shatter off.
They're turning this. That's the
this
fight.
This is potentially turnable. Yeah, Monarchy somehow managed to turn it off the back of some one ult use. Actually, I was not anticipating that, but somehow it ends up working out.
Yeah, I did not expect them to be able to flip there, but they end up flipping that fight in their favor. And Hawk's now going to be moving over up the Hanzo off of the Metro on the other side. Though we're going to have the high noon coming up from Dr. Tepper. And Matrix as well is on the board, so let's see what they're able to do here. So they're going to just try to hold at this choke.
The high noon is available from Dr. Tepper, but on the other side, that sound barrier and immortality field are both available as well. They won't need the sound barrier though, just the immortality field. Now the sound barrier will come out to counter, but it's not enough. That Grab Dragon and Matrix combo is enough to wipe any semblance of sound barrier shield off that team, and they get a free hold on. They get another hold on the side of Coag. Sorry, on the side of Monarchy.
Yeah, so hold through there. As they gonna have double take ultimates on the side of Coag. as they're gonna move very aggressive there. Sound Bearer through the choke.
Coag being very fast. They take advantage of the fact that some of the members are still spawning and coming back for Monarchy. Shatter comes out, both Immortality Fields down, both Shatters mirrored on the other side. Tokyo, it seems like Monarchy are the team that are going to come out on top here as Tokyo and Sintra take advantage. Both with 2 kills apiece here, and they get the hold despite the nice attempt coming out from Coag to rush first point.
Yeah, they rush with their nice work done. Now they're gonna have the Dragon Strike on Hawk. There's also gonna be the Bongo for Y, so they can counter a combo. Well, that with some kind of aggressive play.
Tinker gets split off by the Dragon Strike. They're bailed out by the Immortality Field.
Dr. Ken.
Somehow Thread Killer goes down to the Dragon Strike. Mushroom catches onto Sintra. It's looking bad for Monarchy. Dragon Strike coming out from Tokyo. I'm not sure that was the best play, given how they already given up 2 takes. That's just going to be a wasted ult. Thank you very much, says Coag as they push on to second.
Yeah, they push on the second. There's some late frags here as Tokyo goes down late. There's Dr. Tepper, but they do have the second respawns. We're going to see Bongo here on the board for Y. There's also going to be the double support ultimates. As that's going to be kind of what they're relying on to take this fight, as you have the double take ultimates on board for the side of Monarchy. So it's just going to be a battle of who can utilize the ultimates better. But you're not going to get a chance to use them when you get an opening pick like that.
Tokyo with the play, and that is crucial because now Tokyo can build up another Dragon Strike. One concern I had going into that fight is they're not going to have the grab dragon combo during that first attack. But now that Tokyo got that crucial pick off, they have a little bit more time to try to build that ultimate.
Yes, they're going to start to push main, it looks, as Tokyo gets cut out there, and yeah, now they're going to push down main to points.
There goes the Supercharger grab, entered onto 4 on the other side. No one's down yet, though, thanks to the Sound Barrier and the Immortality Field coming out from Coag. However, Semper goes down, and Mushroom trades out, though, on the other side. Gets rid of Leapfrog. Reed gets rid of Casey with the Fire Strike. Sintra down as well, and that's a fantastic call onto Tokyo. This is potentially a second point cap here. If the staggers work out, that's a nice shatter off onto Leapfrog. Takes care of them very easily. Dragon Strike comes out from Tokyo from spawn. Doesn't catch on to anyone. No, it tickles Y, who then dies to Sintra's Wrecking Ball. 2 ticks taken by Monarchy, or 2 ticks taken by Coag, but they're not going to get anything more than that.
Yeah, this hold's been pretty good here from Monarchy on their defense side so far. And let's see what they can manage to pull off here. On the rest of this, here, they really only have these 2 ultimates. You're gonna have the Sound Barrier from Thread Killer. You can use that to counteract the Amp Matrix possibly, and the Dragon Strike on board if it ends up being good. But this is a very fast speed boost to try to push him off the high ground.
There goes the drive. It's split off the entirety of Monarchy. However, they do manage to stay alive. The fight still breaking out in that choke. Tokyo looking for hot shots onto the back line. Sintra, however, does manage to take. Oh, what a massive flank shatter onto Reed and Mushroom from Sintra. Nice drop off shatter there, and that'll be another hold for Coag. Sorry, for Monarchy.
Yeah, Coag are just not taking aggression. Coag are once again playing sloppy Overwatch. They won't play aggressive. They won't take the initiative in these fights, and it is costing them, as you can see right there. Now that's last fight territory. Got a lot of ults on the board. You have double support ultimates and the Bongo, but that's those 3 ultimates are what you're going to be relying on. You may be able to build up a shatter fairly quickly, but it's going to be very dependent.
It was looking so good for Coag as they took 2 takes, but not anymore as Hawk goes down. Sound Barrier out from Coag, but it doesn't manage to save Y. Reed, however, does manage to trade off onto Sintra, but is this still potentially winnable? No, it doesn't seem like it. It'll be the hold for Monarchy. We're going to a map 5.
Yeah, Monarchy taking At number 4, gonna send us to a map number 5. Good play there for Monarchy on that map, but also sloppy play from Coag. They have a lot to clean up here on this final map if they want to take this. If we're gonna look back into our first map of the series, which was our other control, that was a 2-2-0, and it was very sloppy from Coag. I mean, that was poor. Like, map 1 was very bad from Coag. They need to clean their play up if they want a chance at the series. And I don't know if they're going to be able to. In this, they may be the number 1 seed, the best team in Owlet, and may just go out in 2 games.
We'll see what happens as we are gonna go to a control map for our tiebreaker. I believe. Please correct me, production, if I
Yes,
am
we're
wrong
going to a
about that. Yes, we are indeed going to a control map. So this will, hands down, 100% for certain, be the decider for this series, and it'll be Nepal. What do you think about the map pick here?
Yeah, I think it's a interesting map pick, but before we can really dive too deep into that, we're going to need to head to a quick break here. We're going to try to fix out some of these technical difficulties that you may have been seeing on the stream, but yeah, we will try to fix everything, and we'll be right back with map number 5 of this playoff thriller.
Don't go anywhere.
You just gotta keep moving forward. Welcome back, everybody, to the Owlet playoffs here in the lower bracket. We are covering the rest of the match here in between Coag and Monarchy. I'm Joe Razor, joined here by Forte, and we have had a very interesting match so far as we get into our map number 5 here, and it's going to be Oasis.
Yeah, I thought it was Nepal, but apparently not. We are going to Oasis here, and this is an interesting map selection here, as all of the maps tend to favor different playstyles. Obviously, University favors that rush style with the Reinhardt, the Lucio, the Baptiste. We're definitely going to see Reinhardt on University. However, the other two maps, it's a little more of a toss-up, honestly. We could see some double bubble coming out on City Center with, that giant circular map with a lot of potential for stall. We'll see what map we start on, though, and it'll be Garden. Oh, never mind. We're going back to the lobby.
Yeah. Yeah, we are sent back here. The lobby.
I believe production is ready. So...
Yeah, they're waiting on us. But no, we're good. We are ready.
NA lobby says the in-game chat.
Yeah, we're getting them. We're gonna be heading over to our first point here of.
This is actually not Garden anymore. Now we're on City Center. So it'll be interesting to see what both teams roll out with here. I would say the Reinhardt comps are potentially a little more difficult to get off due to just how open this point is, but it's still possible we see those comps coming out. It'll be interesting to see if Monarchy want to rock that double bubble again, and it appears both sides actually are looking to play that double bubble comp.
So we're going to see double bubble hovered over here from both sides. Makes sense. A lot of high ground on this map. You normally see some form of dive, and looks like we're going to be seeing that. Nope, we're going to see a swap.
Never mind.
Monarchy, it's going to be moved over to Reinhardt. We're going to see the creek from both sides. I assume Tokyo's just going to use this TP out of spawn and switch it back over to the tracer that he was on. And if so, we're going to see close to mirror comps. They play very differently though.
Yeah, well, it is a double bubble comp, we can't forget, on the side of Coag, which means they're going to have a lot more freedom to kind of just roam around the map and use the map geometry to their advantage. Use the high grounds. You already see Hawk poking them from above. However, Monarchy are definitely going to have a little more point presence due to just having that clump of players all together at the same time. Reed gets booped down by Threadkiller there. That's a nice boop down. However, not punished. Reed manages to live that. Point unlocks, and no one's capped yet. Reed uses a leap that doesn't catch on to anyone. However, there go the tanks now trying to start something. There goes the bubble onto Reed. Immortality Field now forced from Monarchy here. So this is interesting to see if this will continue. There's Tokyo, though, with a fantastic pick onto Mushroom. That's a lot of the healing now gone. There go Clown Cat. Yeah, and the structure should now be falling for Coag. Yeah, once that backline goes down, the House of Cards starts to fall.
Yeah, it does collapse on top of them as... Coming next fight, we're going to be seeing the main tanks have their ultimates for both sides. Primal Rage for Coag, and then the Shatter for the side of Monarchy. We're going to have the Ant Matrix from Leapfrog, but the Nano Boost as well. So we can let Reed kind of go aggressive, make a lot of space for his team. Nano Boost can keep them alive. Then you can pop the Primal Rage to keep them alive. A lot of sustainability there. Keep the Winston alive.
Yeah, this should just be the Nano Boost engage onto Reed into the back line. Immortality Field will probably come down. Well, Reed jumps in, but there's no Nano. There it is. There's the Nano. High Noon comes out from Sempra, but Tokyo punishes with a nice stick. Hawk answers back with a pulse bomb of their own, but I don't... Oh, it catches onto Sintra, actually. Point flips now into Coag's favor. However, Monarchy are looking like they're going to come out on top of this fight. How long can Coag stall for is the question. Seems like it'll only be 16%. Maybe 17? 17.
17. There you go. Yeah, so they're They do manage to stall for a bit, as the Twins gonna get flipped over. Only not really any ultimates though coming next fight for Koag. They're gonna have to grab that surge very soon. They have to rally to initiate with. On the other side though, you have the sound barrier to be able to counter the graviton surge. And that's really it though, so not a lot of ultimates for either side. It's just gonna be about who can play better as a...
Alright, fight seems to be breaking out in this hallway portion of the map. Great counter stun from Mushroom onto that Reinhardt charge. Prevents them from getting charged and one shot. However, Clowncat is down on the side of Koag. That was a nice grab onto 4 players, but it doesn't get capitalized on. Reed now into the back line, trying to create space for his team to work with. Doesn't really manage to do much. Reed might get punished here. No, Reed doesn't go down. And it seems like Reed's done enough for his team to capitalize. Seems like they're going to get the flip here as soon as the staggers go out, but this is already one fight territory now for Monarchy.
That was not too good there. I mean, they should have played that more aggressive after they got the open pick. Monarchy should have. But Koag bided their time, played very smart there, and used the space that they were given to their advantage and managed to win the fight there. Pulse Bomb online for Hawk. Sempra's going to have the High Noon. Double support ultimate's going to be close as well. On the other side, we're going to be close to the Bull Take ultimates and the Pulse Bomb.
There's the High Noon coming out from Sempra. Doesn't catch on to anything but the Immortality Field. Reed goes in for a little more damage onto the Reinhardt. Leapfrog, however, manages to win the duel against Hawk. Dr. Tepper as well takes up Sempra. This is a very late rally coming out on the side of Koag. I'm not sure I like that decision. Whoa. I think they should have either used it earlier or potentially held on to it for an overtime.
Held on to it for what? I mean, nobody can really engage there.
Well, this map does allow players to stall for like centuries, you know. So it's possible they could have held on to it, had like a Tracer or a Lucio or something, or even like a Diva or a Wrecking Ball stall for a little bit, come back with the rally, and honestly win the fight just off of how powerful rally is of an ultimate. But unfortunately, that was not the case there.
Yeah.
I think they should have looked to space the fight out a little, try to build those support ults up before the actual engage happened. However, it seems like Monarchy just engaged a little too quickly for that.
Yeah, they did theirs work getting in though. As we're gonna have the Ryan Orisa and then the Ryan Zarya, so different tank lines, different DPS lines. Only thing that's gonna be the same is the support line.
Alright, well, red team Monarchy manages to take control of the high ground first as Koag, wow, it doesn't end up mattering as Reed takes out 2, Sempra gets 1 onto Tokyo, and that should be a fight win for Koag now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Koag manages to get the first cap there. Nice play from them. They take the aggression very nicely and get a couple of kills and get the fight win. So now let's see what they're able to do in this next fight here, where they're not going to really have any ultimates on either side. It's going to be kind of close to a dry fight.
Tokyo swaps over to that Echo, but Dr. Tepper is the one to go down. Mushroom with a nice pick somehow with the sound wave. However, Y does get traded out. This probably means Koag's going to back out for now, but they do get some more free percent on the point.
Yeah, so they're getting ready to hop into this next fight. We're going to have the Graviton Surge. Shatter's going to be close. Shatter for both sides. A very early grab. Not a lot up on it, though.
Grab comes out onto Reed. Shatter comes out as well, but doesn't catch onto anyone. Nice charge coming out, but saved by the Immortality Field is Reed. Singtra goes down, punished for that aggressive charge as Hawk and Y each take a piece as well. Sempra answering back, and this is going to be a hold again for Koag.
Yeah, so we're... Yeah, Koag managing to do really good work there on that point. See what they can pull off in this next fight, though. They're gonna have 2 DPS ultimates, 2 support ultimates, and the Bonga. So very good odds here for Koag in this final fight.
Alright, Tokyo looking for something sneaky. However, there comes the high noon out from Sempra. Tokyo's gonna have to play a little safe. Never mind, it's already over, but it does catch onto Casey. Aggressive charge coming out from Sing Train. They're already down. It doesn't seem like this map went the way of Monarchy at all, as it seems like Coag are just going to take this 100-0.
Yeah, so Coag.
There's the stall coming out from Tokyo. However, there's the Amp Matrix and the Bongo, and yep, that's that 100-0, 1-1.
Coag dominate that first point there, and let's see what they're able to do here for the rest of this map here. So we're gonna head over to a third point, as this has been some really good play there from both sides so far this map, and see if we can pull off on the final point here. As we're gonna be seeing a fair, no, switching off the fair. We're gonna be seeing the May Reaper for one side. On the other side, some very weird comps. Not sure.
What is this?
Monarchy.
What is this? Casey, before it goes to Zarya? Oh, it was Roadhog for a second, but now they're on Orisa. So this is almost a complete mirror. No, this is... Oh, yeah, this is going to be almost a complete mirror, except Hawk is finally on that May that I talked about for so long. However, Y does manage to catch onto Synctra. I'm not sure if Maywall actually helped there. I'm not sure. Oh, there's the Maywall catches onto 2. That's a take onto Dr. Pepper. And that's what the Maywall's for, right? You use it to isolate someone, take them out quickly, and, well, guess what? You're at an advantage, and this will be first cap for Coag.
Yeah, so first cap comes through there from Coag, and they're trying to go aggressive there. Stuck in the corner is Synctra, so they're able to remove him fairly easily. And now, in the next fight, we're seeing Tokyo's return with the Pharah. Wonder if they're going to switch over to a Mercy, or if they're just going to stay on this naked Pharah. Not too sure what they're gonna opt to do. It looks like there is just going to be a naked Pharah. It's a very strange decision. There is going to be a Blizzard 60% off way there, as we're going to have the Amp Matrix coming up from Clown Cat. Comboed with that Fire Strike could be nappy.
Interesting decision for that Pharah there. Nice wall to sort of counter that amplification matrix. However, doesn't really completely LOS it. Immortality Field coming out from Leapfrog gets taken down almost instantly. However, Coag almost overstayed their welcome a little bit as Y goes down, so they don't have a frontline currently. However, they still keep hold of the point for now. That'll probably change as Hawk goes down. Shatter comes out, doesn't catch onto anyone. However, Reed answers back with one of their own onto Dread Killer. Dr. Pepper, however, does trade onto Sempra. That's an Immortality Field out from Clown Cat. Wow, this was looking bad for Coag, but they managed to turn it.
Yeah, it's a really nice counter aggression from Coag, and allows Reed to get a lot of space, get a lot of kills there. And now we're in a spot where this is looking very good. Looking very good for Coag. I mean, this was a series where they have played some very bad Overwatch. They're cleaning up here when it matters most, and now they're one fight away from winning the series.
It's last fight territory now, and guess what? Coag have the Blizzard and the Supercharger, two of the most impactful ults in the game. There goes the Immortality Field, there goes Synctra, there goes the team! Goodbye, Monarchy! We'll see you next time as Coag are gonna take the map and the series.
Yeah, Coag gonna be advancing into the playoffs here to face SpongeBob Mac and Cheese. Favorites coming into the playoffs, barely still in it here, as now we're going to be heading into the rest of the playoffs here. Tomorrow is when Coag are going to be playing SpongeBob Mac and Cheese, and it's going to be a tough call. If they have not been playing too good recently, but they're going to really need to try to step it up if they want to stay in these playoffs for much longer.
Well, one of the crucial swaps that I saw coming out was finally one of these teams deciding, hey, it's time. Look, I know we hate this hero. Everyone hates this hero, but it's time to break out the May. The May is so crucial for these types of compositions. You wall someone off, isolate them, that's essentially just a free kill. You have that every 12 seconds, I believe, is the cooldown on that Mei wall. It's such a powerful tool to have. The fact that these teams were foregoing it for the majority of this match is honestly slightly baffling. We'll let it slide though, since Coag still managed to win with it at the end. But it'll be interesting to see if they continue to forego it in place of other picks in future games.
Yeah, yeah, some good work there. We are gonna be heading to a quick break, however. And when we're back, we're gonna have an interviewee from Coag to pick his brain about the map and what he thinks about Overwatch in the current state. But yeah, we will be right back.
Hello and welcome back to Owlet Season 3.9. We've just finished our game with Coag versus Monarchy, with Coag coming out on top in a 3-2 victory. I have here with me one of the victors. It's Hawk. Yep, Hawk from Coag is here. How are
Hello.
you feeling after the win?
It feels pretty good. Hard fought, so feels good.
All right, glad to hear. It feels good. I have a specific question regarding last week's match, specifically the match against Meowegian. Everyone was honestly expecting you guys to win that one pretty easily. However, it didn't end up going that way. It ended up being a 3-0 sweep in favor of Meowegian. So, what were some things you identified maybe that went wrong that game that you patched up for this game today?
We just really focused on scrimming.
Uh,
Huh?
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Owlet Season 3.9. Apologies for the delay. There were some technical difficulties with Hawk. So instead, we have Pit Pat here, the head coach for COAG, joining us for an interview. Hello, say hi, Pit Pat.
Hello.
How are you feeling after your after your team's victory over Monarchy here?
I'm completely ecstatic.
I can
I
definitely it comes across in the tone of voice for sure. I have a question about last week's game. It was, as you know, an upset victory for Meowegian. It was a 3-0 over your team, Coag.
Mhm.
What were some things you think your team changed from last week's loss to today's victory?
Oh, from last week's loss was like a big upset for us, right? So like immediately after that loss, we started like hard planning on what we could improve on. We started like delving a lot more into like changing comps if we need to, changing comm structure. Like I was just with them with every single scrim, every VOD review, much more so than I was in the previous matches or in
Got
preparation
it.
for the previous matches.
Got it. All right. Yeah, I definitely don't want you leaking too much of the playbook here, because that is definitely something you don't want to give away to the other teams. I just have one specific question though, and it's about one hero in particular, or rather, what appeared to be the lack of the hero in these types of compositions. I noticed your team was playing a lot of the rush/brawl style of composition with the Reinhardt, the Lucio, and the Baptiste with the McCree. However, there did seem to be a noticeable lack of May. Of course, if this is a specific to your team or whatever, or you feel like you shouldn't answer this question, definitely like it'll give away some information that you might not want public. That's totally fine. I'm just very curious. What was the thought process behind not including May in the rush comp?
Um, so my style of coaching is that like I like to teach my players a lot about fundamentals, right?
Hmm.
So like rather than giving them a comp and forcing them like rigorously structure them around something, right?
Hmm.
The fact that I'm teaching them fundamentals, they're able to adapt clearly, and the lack of May suits specifically to our strengths really well.
Okay. All right. That's fair. All right. Yep. Fair, good answer. Can't complain about that one. Uh, Before we head out, just a few more questions for you. Do you have, well, with your victory here over Monarchy, you will proceed in the lower bracket to face SpongeBob Mac and Cheese. Do you have any specific thoughts or anything of the sort about SpongeBob Mac and Cheese?
Um, Not particularly. We are like preparing hard for them. They are a very unique team, so yeah, just know that we're definitely gonna be trying our best against them.
All right, that's what we like to hear. I have two actually more questions. You mentioned on the second question, I mentioned your loss to Meowegian, the upset victory. Are you excited at the prospect of potentially being able to face them again?
Oh yeah, yeah. We definitely want to I guess re win back against them. You know, just I guess I don't know how to explain it.
You want your revenge?
Yeah, we
I'm
definitely
assuming.
want
Got it.
revenge.
All right. Yeah, sounds about right. Hopefully you do get that opportunity. I'm rooting for you. Yeah. Anyway, before we head out from our interview, I have one final question for you, and that is: do you have any last words to your fans, to the chat, anyone, any shout outs, anything of the sort?
No, not really. Counts of Anime Girls is a great team.
Fantastic words. You wouldn't really expect to hear anything else from the head coach himself. Well, anyway, thank you for joining us tonight, Pit Pat, and congrats once again on the win.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, sure. Alrighty. Well, that's it for the broadcast tonight. Unfortunately, we just had this one game, but we do have a game tomorrow. Tomorrow's game. Uh,
Tomorrow's game is going to be a Coag. Can we just got to see today
oh,
play up against
tomorrow's
SpongeBob Mac
game.
and Cheese?
Tomorrow's game actually will be the Coag versus SpongeBob Mac and Cheese matchup, actually. So
Yeah.
we'll get to see Coag. If you're a fan of Coag, fret not, you'll be able to see them in action very soon. But for tonight, that is the only game for today. Um, I'm Forte here, doing the broadcast with Joe Razor. Special thanks as well to Silent Marine for helping doing all the production. That's it from us. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic night, day, wherever you are in the world. Take care.